and those are actually to do with what we call telecommunications, Kiriga telecommunications, and they're actually basically handling what we call difference. Like we see, all the Canadians has a lot of issues, and those issues could be mostly and majorly related to different to selfishness, and those selfishness normally come out of some people, like you are not in good relationship with the person because one, you are travelers. Okay, you come from another countries, you're a migrant. You migrated to these countries, and they are looking at you, and they are taking advantages of you. They are thinking you are born in these countries because most immigrants, they are not aware of each other. Okay, and how they mistreat themselves, it differs. Okay, from one immigrant to the other immigrant to the other immigrants and to the other immigrants, and it matters. So how people look at you, that's how they take advantages of you. You may see those advantages they grab may result in different issues. Okay, because they are thinking, yeah, this guy, I know this guy a lot. Where did I see the guy from? Yeah, of course, everybody is a migrant. You don't know, and you won't be able to know, and which countries the guy really come from. You know. So if you look here, this is Kiriga telecommunication companies. How did we start this telecommunication company? We are heavily hindered, and then we choose going wine warehouse and Kiriga warehouse, and then we are going Iringa warehouse. There are actually three departments here. Those three departments will be able to bring for us a lot of product, and those products they bring here, we will sell them to people. They are all household product. They got furnitures, we got appliances, cases, we got what we call electronics, appliances, electronics, the same thing. So we have what they call is for office, maybe is for maybe for students works, maybe for home use. I don't know, they're all households. If it comes to housing telephones, they are all basics, and then if it comes to office computers, internet, they are all basics. And then the TV, they are all basics use, households, we count them. And then how to make them, we release is edition. That is a 300 years, no bills. We don't ask people for bills. You buy the whole things where you buy them or where you wanna put them. This is a Kiriga telecommunications, a wine warehouse, and then we have Iringa warehouse or retail stores. That's where you buy them. Okay, so to get this one, you have to agree 100% with us. If you agree and you comply, we can stop bills for 300 years, and then we can't with you. So that way, you won't be bothered. Okay, you won't be fooled again, because we look at our future of immigrations. Is too narrow now for me to be in Canada. I'm like 18 years in Canada, and I want to evacuate Canada and go back to where I come from. Okay, where I migrate from. If I leave Canada barely like this, everything notwithstanding, because the country I come from, you can see the map is like this, and at the end the guy was cut the map like this. That's why I'm going back for, and not totally that one, because there are a lot of cases we implement. We come with the suggestion 7. What about we put 7 and then select the 7 to put these unifications alongside the map there? That will help that area. That's why we have a lot of troubles, because we are giving back to the communities the way we are giving, because there are a lot of holdings from us. Okay, someone hold too much, and then we want to give it back to the community. We collected, we want to give it back to the communities. That is as a payroll departments. Okay, as accountants, that is how it works, and then to give it back to people. as they are needed and to be given as they are really needed. You buy the whole thing $20. That's what we said. You buy $20. If we have them in the stores, we will reduce the market price that you are seeing going more for food even is going more abnormal because we all the governments, all the food stores, and everybody has at least hired different representatives. They are called agents, okay, consultants. Those consultants normally they write a cover fee, reimbursement fee for a particular product. A product sold like this on a paper or on advertisement, they always stand for reimbursements. They will reimburse the money which that particular store is overcharging. They will reimburse it back to those departments, okay? And then ensuring that department has this much hold down. And then on the other areas we were talking to you was this one, the check area. We mentioned too much about that, the check, and then the that is the check there, and the check sheets look like this. That's the three sheets, as we are saying. You tell this one, give to the other people. That is how the reimbursements normally works. Okay, the reimbursements that we are talking about works like that. So this is a check. The checks, those agents or the consultants sent by government agents or their representatives within the large companies that are representatives and that are good for communities base. Okay, they are community hired representatives or they are community hired companies, and then they have those guys with these kind of papers because these papers they are legitimate and they are legit for people to use at their own expenses or at their own deposit levels. Anytime you get the wired transfer or the wired, and then once you wired, and then that is when you have your money there, and then that is how they also use it at the same times to get those product fee, which you are seeing $20, you get it at $22. And that you are seeing $100, you see it maybe $20, or you see it $15, or you see it $13 for that purpose, and that's how it's gonna work. So that way it works. Okay. So if you see this product that we're saying you can we show you on the phone here, the telecommunication product that we show you, such as the internet brands that we show you here on this phone here, and then the computers, and then the TV, then the ringing phone, cell phone like this one, which is ringing, has the ring button, and those ones where you can answer the phone. There is no restrictions, and the number is easy to activate by yourself. You can activate it yourself. You don't have to go up to the dealer where you buy or where you go and buy. Nobody activate you for that one. You do it yourself. It's just one, two, three stages that you are done, and then you get your number. So that's how it works. So you get it. You get the whole thing each $20. As we said, 300 years, no bills there. You don't have to go and pay bills. And then on the areas of this one, on areas of the matters of this one, if we talk of the so-called alerts, okay, alarms. For instance, alarms. What are these one? The building alarms used for? They are usually once they goes on B. That is when someone rob someone stuffs, they have stolen someone things, or they suspectedly backlock someone. That is when you can hear such kind of noises coming out. And the other one was, that is when this when you have a smoke coming out, you detect a smoke of coming out. And then there is another one that things that are rejected by an individual, like you rejected it. Now, those people whom you live with within that particular houses, for instance, this is we are complaining here. The price is over and over and over, too much. The price is too much. That's what we're saying. So they don't comply. They are saying we are inimical. And that now, if now the cases which we use, they took it all, and then they become theirs, they look upset, or they do not know that their policy already has that price implemented in the construction sections. If it's constructed in the construction sections, of course, that is sending an alarms. Of course, that is one thing which is demoralizing that regards. So your acceptance, your negotiation is not much needed in other no areas. If it's no areas, if it's to be a gray area, that is agreement areas, and then of course that is up to you. You can negotiate it, you can forward it, you can do any way you want it. That is up to you, dependabilities of your capabilities, and that is like sending an option is good also for some people to understand quickly within this kind of lines which you put that line upon site. Okay, so if I come from Africa very far, and then my stages of staying here is 18 years, expected only 18 years, I can be less than 18 years, and then of my state, I went up to 30 years, staying here in this country, so over 20 years, staying here to raise a minor less than $1 million, and then go back, and then that is like a waste. If you're wasting me that much to make such kind of money, and then these kind of papers, you keep dodging from one location to the other, I cannot catch it, you cannot give it, and then that's fine. Let's battle, and then we have solutions. We can develop. This is a technology country. Yeah, we develop, and then this is how the development normally goes and hits. And then you may find we are collapsing you step by steps, okay? Because this is an office space where I'm having my parties, where I'm having my food eaten, where I'm having my time counted, how much I work. That is how I work here, and that's how the works are normally done. Okay, in overviews. So in regards, there is quite a lot of areas that need agreements, and those agreements normally depends on your own choices, is your own options. Is for you optional. For me, it's compulsory, because it's my my routines, and then is for me is what I do for a living here, and for you is not what you do for a living, but for you it will turn there another conflict. You have to fight me back for that. Okay, that's all you think from the other end there. So for us, we are thinking this is a resolution for us to move forward and then get totally recovered around right there. So that is on regards, on overview. So yeah, if you look deeply, so we have this line here over charts. This line here, we have them over charts. So this is basically a line that everybody is very famous of. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, not much waste times, and that is quite areas that we choose, okay? And we have to ensure we briefly chat upon with you guys, and then so that you will be a little bit more alert or aware and what we do and what we brought really lately here that can help this country stay homeful, not homeless, okay? To stay with homes, within your home or where you wanna do your jobs, and without doing anything else, and then that is your home. You retain your product, because as we said, how many years you've been paying this kind of things monthly. This service to ring here, very for you to talk to people. Of course, yeah, you can hear no phone call here, nobody call here. This line doesn't work. If it works, you then have to pay a bill here, $90 per month here. If it was 2004, I may say, yeah, this is $19. You have to pay per month every month. $19. And if it's $19 now, that is $37 you pay every month. Now this is $37, now you have to pay $90 every month here to get this line. This is what we are talking. Don't do the bills. We don't want you to do the bills because you have paid. That is 150 years you've been paying the bills. And then now we want you to stay 300 years without paying the bills. So you were homeless, 150 years homeless. Now you stay with the homes, buy your home, and then you stay there. Don't run away. Enjoy your TV for free. You enjoy your computers home there, and then you enjoy your home phones. You enjoy whatever you have there for free for 300 years. That's what we are telling you. Those products, you can buy them wherever you are buying them, wherever they sell them, and whatever. We are not really the one. We only bring the ideas to move the product to people for free, to supply the product, because we were affected. Okay, our food were rejected, like the food we are eating, as if someone rejected them and dropped them down. Okay, wasting them so that we cannot use it, so that we can benefit out of. And then we see your problems, and then we see your suffering level is overwhelming. Is not really helping. So this country must at least also get what is available there. That's what we think very wisely. That is the only suggestions we have. That's why we can call up those retail stores that are begging money from you every month. That's what we are negotiating here very proudly. And then we sponsor a company logo, and then we have a company logo K, which stand there, and that can defend, of course. And then we have a company logo I, we have a company logo as a white warehouse, and that is regards. And those other, whatever we move the product with the K, they can be sold at any other computer stores or retail stores. And those guys, they can sell you the product without those guys moving to their stores and then asking where are the bills here. They cannot do that. If they permit them, we will ban that stores that move the telecommunication that we fire away, such as Charters, Rogers, Bells, you name it, Fidos, or which other tellers, or which one that they move to Best Buys and operating inside there, Best Buy, or that they move to Staples, or they move to wherever, Walmart, and then you are finding around Walmart electronics. These people, they open them around there. Okay, they're scamming even people money. You may see this is you are buying a food with your phone because you have a phone, and then your phone is wired with the bank card. The bank, now you put your phone, a chip, and then you want to take your food. The guy is there, bill, is the one who reject for you the money on your phone, and then your chip, which is on the card, that is the chip they are charging there, the bank, and then that bank you are dealing with, they charge it, they overcharge the bank, and then the bank end up ending you, and then they are thinking they are ending this particular individual. How do they get to that store? They don't know. These people, they are operating inside the Walmart, inside those stores that handle the electronic sites and handling the clothings or the food or any other things, because they are a large warehouse and they deal with the variety of product, you know. So that is why we want those guys, the telecommunication companies, totally bent around Canada, because they are useless. They are not really fair deals here. We negotiated, we see a lot of various issues attached really heavily there, and that is a big dilemmas. So the more we remove them, the more we give back to the communities, and that's how the community will begin benefiting. For at least we will see 300 years. I will not be forced from Africa to migrate again to Canada and become a suffering individual till I suffer, and until I discover these people, they are they're ignorance, and they're not too good. They are collecting people money. They are consumers. They are rebels. People are robbing people money anyhowly and dealing with the people anyhowly, and then till I have a chances and a strength to go and stop them, because they have a lot of weaknesses shown. The paperwork, the record, this is a transactions, a bank transaction. They pull out their bank transactions. A bank transaction is listed like this: all money stolen from them. All money stolen from them, because this is them hiding from one stores to the other stores, because they're saying, yeah, this is a phone you buy from Best Buy, you buy from Staples, you buy from Walmart. And if you buy from there, how do you make a fast call with this phone? That's what the guy was asking. And then once they move there now, because the guy bought the phone from there, did not activate with them, and then they feel they have these big weaknesses, and then they want to get strength out of that weaknesses from you people, strength that has been provided by the direct addition phone manufacturers from USA or Canada, wherever, Asia, you name it, okay? And they ship it here, we bought it, but the guy want to take that advantages right from that stores. That's why they move themselves there. How is their name gonna match with that people there? Can your name match there? For you to be there pretending and dealing with such kind of issues, you can see that is a rebel. Of course, that is a rebel. It's the same thing. This is a wall map. A guy was just cutting this wall map, cut the same wall map of Sudan, cut it into two, and then make it hide themselves right there. Was a rebel. But people cannot say anything. Nobody cannot say anything. People know this is a rebel, but the guy cannot quit, and he can do the job there. Has a lot of big strengths, and everybody has a lot of weaknesses. I think those issues. That's how it works, and this how these people operate their businesses. So if you see there, we took those changes to make a living out of it if we can. So overview, ladies and gentlemen, this is by me, Wayne Hassan. This is it all.